This is part 19, the revival of the Great San Marino Challenge on ONH5's channel, and it's been a long time coming. It's the middle of October since I last touched this save because of commitments to the Pentagon Challenge and Football Manager 2013, but at last it is time to play with the San Marinese squad yet again, and I've been looking forward to this quite a lot. And as a bonus, I'm going to livecom our third qualifying round against Pescara of the Italian Cup, which could be key to our season if we can get a good run, because the money it's a lot of money to be had if you get far. So if we do anything in this, if we lose 10-0 or whatever, we'll still get 9.2 thousand euros. Same if we get to the next round, if we beat Pescara, which won't be easy. Then if you even appear in the first round proper, you get 461,000 euros, which would go a long way into solving our debt problems. 1.2 million in the red, and it just gets worse. This season, pre-season, without any football to enjoy, we've already lost about $250,000. And it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. Our expenditure is quite significant, but I have done a little bit of budgeting like I had in Turkey in Football Manager 2013, but that didn't work out so well. So let's just take a look at my transfer business, which was quite numerous and impressive. So we'll start with our incoming guys. We had 3 or 4 secured before the end of last season, and this is a very good one to begin with. Alberto Baccarin from Fiorentina, a very tidy looking attacking midfielder. It's his only position he can play, but it's nonetheless a great asset to the team because he's able to dribble, he's able to pass, he's got great technique, and his physical stats are all very good apart from his balance. But his shooting, while it's quite low, he got an absolute cracker in our pre-season, which I'll discuss very soon. So I'm very pleased that he's come on for the cheap. Pescara had a player unsettled, and he's probably our most talented player, 31-year-old Lucas Correa. He can play anywhere in the center of the pitch, and just about all of his stats are impressive. I don't know why Pescara had to let him go, but I'm sure they're talented enough to realize. Set pieces are outstanding. You can just see there flair, he's got that. His mental, very consistent. Just a little bit off on the physical stats, but he played very well for Pescara, a very prominent player in the last 2 seasons, and he's done quite well. So to get him again is a fantastic asset to the club. Not quite a top signing here, but nonetheless he'll be a great cover for our defence. His name is Johan Hamar from Sweden. 1,000 euros per week was his demands. He came from Everton, so I think he can do a job for us. He's been on loan for most of his career, but now he's settled in our club, and I hope to see him improve in the future. This signing I made while I restarted the game. The other 3 were when I was playing back in October. This is Jacopo Felli, a youngster from Roma with great potential. Perhaps you can see his mental is fairly poor, which is probably why he didn't succeed at Roma, but we needed more strikers to play for us, and you can see dribbling and finishing, first touch, heading and pace are all very impressive indeed. So he played his first ever game for us in the cup and wasn't successful, but we'll give him plenty of time, no doubt about that. Armando Casse was a very nice looking free agent from Juventus, and we just thought, yeah, 700 euro per week for this guy, no question. I'm definitely having him. He won the under-20s cup, I see, and he's able to play in centre defence as well, but I don't think I'll need him there because Alessandro Potenza is a very decent player. He's getting on a bit, but he can play it right back, so Asimu Torre has some competition, and he can play at centre back as well if we need him there, just in case. I think he came from Catania. Yeah, he did. Very infrequent player, but he still put in some good performances when he's used. So no complaints there. Next up is a loan deal from Sampdoria. It's Nazarino Andreozzi, 4 Z's, quite a lot for one name, but nonetheless he will be a cover for our strikers and maybe even in the attacking midfield. So getting strikers in is probably the hardest thing of all for San Marino, especially with our debt, but I think he can do a good job. Another striker, Nicola Abut, or Abot, I'm not too sure how to pronounce that, but he's an Argentinian from Grosseto. 7 games, 1 goal last season, but I think he can do something for us. Like, he's been a lower leagues player for most of his career, and it's now that he had a go in Serie B, wasn't too great, but I think he can be a good cover and a good starter whenever we need him. More right back and left back cover, it's Guy Mubiala from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. I found him on a free agency from Crawley Town, so thank goodness he has the English citizenship and he has some good language skills, but he'll need to learn his Italian at some stage. But good cover after I got him on trial, so we'll have to wait and see what he can do for us. And then because I got another trialist in, his wage demands were a little bit too high for his skill set, so I decided a more robust player was what I needed for the money, and Christian Brucia was my chosen candidate. Not spectacularly good, but he can play anywhere on the wings and up front, so he'll have some games. I'll just show you the guy I had in on trial. His name was Russo, so wrestling fans would instantly recognize that name. Whatever was his first name? I forget his first name. What was it? Piero Russo. Was it? Yeah, here we go. Piero Russo, an Australian Italian, mixture. I tried to get him in, but as you can see, his demands are just too high for a player that can only play in 1 or 2 positions, and for his age, I think it's a little bit dodgy to be going for a player like him. But whatever. That's that. So our released players: Giordano, Karemi, Lapadula. Very unfortunate. I love him so much. He was a great player. Kashili, Villanova, again, great player for us, but he had to go. There's not enough room for him. Barba is still young, and I still think he can go places, but I just don't think he deserves to be sitting around any longer. The goalkeepers are gone. Lorenzoni's gone, and Quentin Barley, thank God I got rid of him, because he was such a burden to our finances, and he wasn't playing very well. So I just about undercut our 44,000 per week limit, so that's fair enough. And just very, very quick look at pre-season. No faults at all. Great performances from most of our players, including the 4-0 against Cesena there. You can just see that. Absolutely brilliant. Our goalkeeping has not been the best, and our defenders can improve, but Bakarin was outstanding in that one. It actually crashed because I was trying to test 3D now that I have my 4 gigs of RAM, but now I'm going to keep 2D in this series at least. Nihaj beat them 4-2. 4-0 against Cesena. Traore, great goal for him. Juventus reserves, we beat them late on. Delighted with Correa's penalty. Gubbio, similar story. Sassuolo are kind of they're very generous to us in terms of beating them. We've beaten them every time we played them, and we were behind, but Bakaran scored the cracker of a goal from the 18-yard box, and Madi Musa Traore came off the bench to score a very important goal. And then Fiorentina, we beat their very strong team by 2-1. So hopefully this translates on the field very kindly. But this is going to be the starting 11. A 4-2-3-1 returns as opposed to the 4-3-2-1, which has given us some pleasure as well. But a very strong looking outfit. Just one injury went for Adrian Stoyan. He still has a very important part to play, but Biancucci and Schroeder, if you remember them from the old episodes, they are my best 2 wingers, and Bakaran has replaced Sauve in attacking midfield. But Traore still is my number 1 striker after proving his worth with a beautiful goal coming off the bench in the first round of the Cup. So fingers crossed we have a big game and a possible season decider against Pescara. I know it's a bit premature to be saying our season relies on this, but to get a cup run going would be absolutely brilliant. Pescara are taking the gamble on dominating the midfield while leaving the flanks purely for their wingers or their left and right backs. So that's a little bit of a gamble, but sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. So ask to put the ball to Chore's head, since he's a nice tall striker. So their front three is a very interesting combo. Prince Boab, and I know that name from somewhere. He's the Ghanaian, very good player. Musa Kone and Iglesias. Ooh, very good trio in the midfield. And it's going to be so tough. But we did draw with these guys at home in our first ever meeting, and then in the second game they beat us 3-1 in the previous episode way back last year. So let's just give it a go, passionately impress. So there's a lot on the line here. Lucas Correa against his former club. I'm sure he'll give it his very best, since he absolutely despises the manager for not playing him. So let's get it on. Potenza, Bianchetti, Hamar, Sabatino, Carapo, Passa, Correa, Schroeder, Bakarlin, Biancucci and Chore all ready to go. Let's have a great game. Come on, lads. Let's win it. So Olimpico, I'm sure the fans have turned out for this one. It's an early chance now for them. Balzanio. Oh, wow, that was laggy, but it's hit the post. Pescara hit the post in only 5 minutes of play. And so far, that's a real let-off. Iglesias, that's Hamar to clear. Jean-Philippe Delcourt still isn't fit, and same with Chore. He's been going to international commitments and that sort of thing. So Potenza, I want to see what he can do for the club. Here's another chance. Mortis Victor is through, but Carapo alert to the danger. Cesena interested in being Shetty. I'm telling them to go away. You're not having my best player in defence. Anyway, as Schroeder puts it miles over the bar. There's Bianchetti, legend already for us. I hope it just gets better and better. That's a bad throw in from Schroeder. It's only as far as Potenza. Back to Hamar. Schroeder, deflection, and that's a corner. Update on Football Manager 2013. I still don't have a job, but I tried to open up a few leagues in Scandinavia to try and quicken up the process. But if it goes, let's say I get to November 2014 or whatever it is, and I still don't have a job, I just think I'll abandon the Journeyman series and try something new. But again, it's very hard to get feedback when you're as small as me with 36 subscribers. You mean so much to me. But if any of you have an idea of what I can do next in Football Manager 2013, I'd love to know, because I don't want to do something that I want to do and you don't like it. So please think of a suggestion. And Biancucci! Oh, God almighty, that was close, and he tries again. Good desire from our Argentinian. That's going to be cleared as Boabin and the defender Balzano combined to clear. So that's the FM13 update. Not an exciting game thus far, but keeping Pescara on their toes is always good. Kone to Boabin, Mortis, good play. Sabo, we're very good on possession, but I want to train them to be good at counter-attacking. That's a miss. A miss for Bergasso. Yeah, big miss as well. So this is about the half-hour stage. Yellow card could have been awarded there. The ref decided against it. Here's Schroeder with a throw-in. Hamar's fouled, and Kevin Gummies has conceded the penalty. And it's the former player. It's Correa. Correa with the opportunity to make Pescara's first half a nightmare. Can he do it? Yes! No question in his mind. He scores his very first goal against his old club. Talk about the drama. 1-0 to San Marino. Now, can we advance here? Make it 2-0. Oh, Bakarin. Very good effort What a talent he's proving to be. Correa could actually play where he's playing, but he is an even better central midfielder. So that's why I'm playing. Oh gosh, that's a mistake from Potenza, but it's being Shetty to the rescue, as usual. So he needs to get on that near post, or someone needs to do it for him. I think that's who is it? I keep forgetting. Yes, Sergei Sabatino. I keep forgetting the names. It's been so long. Or Sergio. Yeah, Sergio. Beg your pardon. So half time, 1-0. Really good stuff. So what can I say? I think we're capable of better, and that works just fine. So I think we're due to play Cagliari if we can hang on to this result or improve it. Of course, this is the FA Cup weekend for all the fans of English football, and to a lesser extent Welsh football. So plenty of great games, great results for the likes of Macclesfield and Luton and those kind of players and clubs. So I'll look at the highlights whenever I can, but it is cup fever in England, and I suppose it's appropriate to be playing a cup game on this Sunday afternoon. So far so good, but again, the curse of the commentator could kick in, or could actually prove to be true what I just said. Schroeder unlucky to lose the ball. Here's Potenza, not quick but very, very intelligent, and Asamoah Toure will be missed whenever he goes on international duty or is injured or whatever, but I have a much better backup for when we need it. So 65 minutes played. I think we need to make a substitution. Yeah, the left back looks exhausted, so does the winger and the attacking midfielder. So Asamoah Toure for Sabatino, and I suppose Correa's done his job. Casse, take a gamble on the young man. Casse and Passa, Juventus and Milan rejects, now playing for San Marino. So there's all sorts of permutations. Traore is playing okay, isn't he? I'll just have a look. I haven't really seen. Yeah, 6.9 is absolutely fine, and he won't want to give up his place at all. He's a very resolute striker. He was terrible when I first brought him in. Wouldn't score for his life, but he's gotten better as he settles better and better into Italy. And here's Kone, looks up and finds Passa's head. Prince Boabin to Kone, and Boabin rash and Roshly over the bar, if I want to mess up my words there. Double substitution, all good. And 69 minutes played. It's still a tight affair. Oh, and this could be the moment. Oh, Bergesio, what are you doing? What a miss. I'll take a look at the latest scores now. I'll just pause it just in case I need to make a substitution. Atalanta, Bari, who are promoted, of course, they're winning. Bologna, Piacenza 2-2. Cagliari and Livorno 0-0. Cesena beating Brescia. Lazio 2-0 up. So good results all around. Who would you take off here? Baccarin and Bincucci are exhausted, so are the backs. I've played my defender. I think shall I give Bruce deserves a go. I'll give him a go and swap him for Schroeder. So they're both in their favourite positions, and I'll just tell them there's a lot more. So big pressure. It's probably about time to play a defensive mentality, as Bianchetti has been cautioned, or worse, the referee, he wasn't in a dangerous position to give away a goal, so it really shouldn't be a red card, but it is a yellow, so that is completely fair. Good decision by the referee. And we're heading into the last 15 minutes. Pescara are a massive club for this kind of division, so to beat them at home would be immense. We're heading into the last 10 minutes, so this is a great time to contain our result. We need to hang on for dear life, no question about that. We're still quite attacking with our wingers, but I might bring them back as Brucia gets a knock straight away, and Bergesio has hurt someone in 3 minutes, so let's move our guys back. I am sorry for the delay. I don't like having long episodes because it really does disillusion you if you're not enjoying the content. But here we go nonetheless. It is great to be playing this save, and it'll be even better to get into the league campaign as Schroeder, the bullet throw in. He just needs to find an unmarked Traore or someone like that. He's gone for Hamar, but he's never going to get there with his defensive abilities. He's not going to chase a ball that he doesn't think he'll get. Here's Brucia. Can he get a good assist in his debut? No. But here comes Schroeder again. What an amazing find he has been. He scores goals and gets assists. And he's so cheap as well. So I don't know what the German club from whence he came was doing when they let him go, but we have beaten Pescara courtesy of Lucas Correa against his former club. What a bargain buy. Well, not a buy, he was actually a find. What a bargain find he has proven to be. And now we are one game away from the first round proper of the Coppa Italia, which is going to be a historical moment for this team. We've only had 2 attempts at this tournament, and we were stupidly knocked out last year. So let's try it again this year. 9,000 euros for us, so that's excellent. So we're going to play Cagliari. So how did Cagliari manage to do? They were relegation candidates last year, but they were champions of Italy in one of my 2011 seasons when I was with Shelburne. So they won on penalties. That's very good. So we'll have to wait for November to play that game. I'll certainly keep an eye out for the next episode. Brucia and Casse make their debuts. We got controversial penalty, but that's none of my concern. It was the referee's decision. So 6 days until the new season begins, and if it all goes well, the next episode will be the 4th round against Serie A Cagliari, and that should make a little short sprint to our winter break and the January transfer window. But thank you very much for watching this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know what I should do in Football Manager 2013 or in this save in the comments, and leave a like if you've lasted this long. But anyway, thank you and bye.